Harley!
Alright. Thanks guys for coming. Awesome introduction, really appreciate it.
Here, Ken.
Alright. So, how did I get into college? One word, lice. So I wrote my college application essay about this time in high school when I got lice. And basically, I guess something about starting an outbreak at Connecticut College was really appealing. COVID-19. So how did it happen? All right, so buckle up. So the whole week, my head was already kind of itchy, right? I got some dry skin, or like, I just found that perfect itch, you know, like a dog, like, oh yeah, that's it. So I didn't think much of it until the moment my roommate knocked on the door and creaked open the door. Hey, Carly, can I talk to you? Oh shit, you know, like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, come in. She sits down, she's like, okay, my head's been really itchy. I'm like, oh, yeah, me too. I think we might have lice. Oh, lice? Okay, so like, this doesn't seem like a big deal, right? Everyone's had their fair share of middle school lice outbreaks. But we went to a small New England boarding school where there was like 500 kids. And like, people knew things about you before you knew them about yourself. So we had to keep this really secretive. So we decided to go to the health center to get checked. So we run over there and we get to the front desk and we're like, hey, can we get checked for lice? Get to the back room, get to the back room. so we run to the back room, we get there and like, we sit down, we're like waiting to be checked. And all of a sudden, like the door opens and a nurse comes in. And it's the mean nurse, the fucking mean nurse. I mean, out of all the nurses that it could have been, it was the mean nurse. So, one by one, she's combing through her hair, picking out little lice bugs and eggs, and I mean, at this point, we knew we were screwed. So, she comes to the front of the room, and she's like, listen up, bitches. Every single one of you has lice, and you can't tell a soul. Is that understood? Yeah. I mean, what she was trying to say is like, listen up. I don't want to deal with your bullshit. I just want to put my feet up on my couch, drink my tea, and watch the Great British Baking Show. I don't want to be here overtime while all these kids come in paranoid that they have lice too. So, great. Now we have to keep this massive secret. So, at this point, we're terrified. I mean, not only do we have lice, but we've been threatened by the supreme leader of nurses, Sherry. Now, let me give you a little background on Sherry. She wears those like little glasses, like Mrs. Claus, and she has like hair whiter than the snow on Christmas Day. But don't be confused, like Sherry's a tank. She's an absolute missile of a woman. Like she comes in and she dominates that place. She's like Kim Jong-un of the freaking health center. So, you know, we're very thankful for Sherry though. She does more than most other nurses have done. You know, most nurses just give you a Gatorade, an ice pack, a pat on the back. But Sherry gave us one thing that we're really thankful for. Garbage bags. She grabs the garbage bags and throws them into her detergent. Oh my god! Girl has an arm on her. You know, so she throws these garbage bags in her detergent. She's like, strip your room and quarantine. So we basically quarantined before it was cool, before like anyone even knew how to say the word pandemic. So we get back to our room, and I mean like we book it back to our rooms. We're straight up like Heisman trophying people out of the way, like we have a place to be. So we get back there and we make a game plan. So basically in boarding school, there's dorm parents, and they come in at 10 o'clock and they make sure you're in your rooms. So at 9:59 every night, we jumped into our sheetless beds, turned off our lights, and suddenly developed an extreme snoring syndrome, like the type of shit you did, like when your parents would come to your room to make sure you still weren't like awake, like playing on your DS. So we basically, we thought we fooled everyone. You know, the parents would come in and be like, "Oops, sorry girls, good night," and just leave. So they didn't find anything. But yeah, so like mission complete. But not the case. The next week, our school admitted 100 of new students, and there wasn't really any room in the dorms, so rather they lived in the heads of my fellow classmates. And what I mean by that is basically I kind of infected the entire school with lice, and from that point forward, me and my friends became the best friends for life. We started calling ourselves the Spice Girls, because the Lice Girls was a little too obvious, so we were trying to be cute and say it was the Spice Girls, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much. All right, next up, the Italian mobster, the one who does it all, Giuseppe.